Yes, I am remembering to turn on the desktop audio. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see Cutting Class. Grant, great to see you. I see Highbane, great to see you. I see Silver Key and Gale. I am very, very happy to see both of you in chat. Welcome to, I guess we can't call it the Forge of Fury anymore because we've kind of gone past that. So welcome to Dungeons and Dragons Tuesday, which is just a fill-in name until I come up with something a little bit better. I am Rob, I'm your GM. Let's go ahead and introduce each of our players and their characters. As you can see, M is still going to be sitting this one out until the next big module, and they have an excellent character in mind for that one. In fact, they have many excellent characters in mind for that one, so I'm very excited to find out what they come up with.
Every group has at least one.
4+, yes, absolutely. Bad Decisions Club, yes, welcome to Bad Decisions Club. Let's start with Jeff this time. Who are you? Who's your character? We've got new people in the chat, so don't be afraid to be a little bit descriptive.
Hello, I am Jeff Holland. I play Calder, the resident non-goblin. I also play a sorcerer in bad need of therapy. So we'll see how that goes for today.
Psychanthrope, welcome, Greg. Good to see you as always. Gale, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Gale. You can also call me Olivia, and I am playing Echo, the monk cleric goblin, who's honestly just here to have a good time and flirt with as many people as possible.
Always an excellent goal, especially for a non-bard. I appreciate that about you. Jen, who are you? Who's your character?
I am playing Kritha. She is a young bard. She is the young ranger. I had a bard.
F's in chat, friends. Yes.
Bard, and anyway, Kritha, the young ranger. She has a giant frog named Stinky who travels with her as a primal companion. So cannot die permanently, which is good.
Notably easier to resurrect than we initially thought.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It turns out you can just like reverse Ash Ketchum tears back to life.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And of course, I will be playing everybody else. So a quick recap from last time. After the Forge of Fury, which was a very difficult and harrowing dungeon through which you just barely got out alive, you made your way, and it took a while to get there, to the City of Splendor's Waterdeep, looking to spend treasure and hopefully tracking down rumors of an item that might be used to resurrect the bard that Jen mentioned earlier, Clarion. It is rumored that somewhere in the city there is a staff that can resurrect at the level required to bring back somebody after more than a few days. So, I believe last game started off with a fight. Yes, you were in the Yawning Portal Tavern. Trolls came up from the portal itself. You absolutely wiped the floor with them. Durnan, the barkeep, got to be a little bit of a badass as well, but also got his ass knocked over at least once.
That happens to Durnan. That's fine.
He's retired.
It's true. There's a reason why he doesn't adventure anymore. There's a reason why he just sits back and watches everybody else adventure. And then after that, it was a lot of talking about plans for how to get the staff. You got a little bit of information that the staff is in the treasury of the Xanathar, who is both a beholder and the boss of a major crime syndicate here in Waterdeep. You have a few options as to how you might get in there. You considered just sneaking in, like, super stealthy. You considered trying to join the Xanathar Thieves Guild. You considered, well, Durnan suggested blowing the whole damn place up, but there's that. And you also considered using the fact that the Xanathar often runs a tournament in his lair as a means of entry. Those were sort of the options that you were throwing around last time. Mm-hmm. And then I believe you went shopping.
Yes.
And in fact, we had a magical sort of go-between middle person, which I think is more realistic than just a magic shop full of magical items. Having someone whose job it is to gather items and present them to potential buyers, I think feels a little bit more authentic. and you had a few choices. Remind me of the items that you got, and in fact, remind me of any details that I missed in this recap. Let's go reverse order this time. Jen, you took the risk on the mysterious deck of cards that might or might not have been campaign ending.
Krita did, yes.
What magical items did you get, and what did you or what detail did I miss in that recap?
Well, Krita first got herself a thing that deals with dreams. Make sure you get good dreams, because she sort of shamed him into it. The marketer. It was an asshole to, a crossbow. You don't need it anymore. Fine, and throws it. Who throws a crossbow? What if it had shot off at him? And that would have been good for him. Right in the ass. Anyway, then I took the chance on the deck, because everybody else was getting really cool stuff. So,
Hey, you got a really cool thing.
yes, it does illusions. Hold it out, and right now I am walking around with several knights who are illusions, who are just going to, make my life
Minor retcon there. The thing is, and I didn't read the item quite right, the illusions stay and are permanent until they are dispelled or until the card is moved. And they have to stay within 30 feet of the card. So it is a stationary illusion. They do walk around.
Stationary illusion, okay.
And once the card is moved and used, it goes blank and is a useless piece of paper.
Yes.
So you can place a card on the floor, like underneath a pedestal or something, and have an illusion that stays there forever until it's dispelled, but you can't carry it around with you. If you move the card, it ruins the magic, the illusion fades, and the card turns blank.
That's fair. Krita's going to keep all those blank pieces of card and make her own.
I love it.
I just like the idea that there's this magic peddler just has a bunch of knights in his little work area space where he sells magic items.
No, because she's taking the blank card with her.
Then it's blank and becomes useless. Cool.
Oh yeah, no, she wouldn't leave that there for him. He's an asshole.
He was kind of an asshole. Gail, what did you pick up from your little shopping trip, and what's a detail that I missed in my recap?
Well, Echo didn't actually get anything for himself, unless we're cool with him carrying the bag of holding, because that was just kind of for the group. But yeah,
that's what I assumed was happening. So
okay, so then he has a bag of holding, and he also left the merchant, the gnome, Marlin was his name, I believe.
Marlin the Magnificent, yes.
Yes.
O-N, not I-N. He's not a fish.
Oh, okay. So he said something as we were trading items about getting the sickle of warning back from Calder, and then returning them to the Emerald Enclave. Something about getting it back to them, and so Echo also gave him a note to give to the Emerald Enclave, of basically saying, "Hey, if you're interested enough to get Belak's old weapon back, maybe you also want to talk to the last war chief of the Sunless Citadel about all the bullshit that Belak did with it."
Yes.
And where Echo is staying and how to contact him.
And that's definitely going to be something that will pay dividends in later sessions, because I need to cogitate on that a little bit more.
Yeah. It's not going to be a next day thing, but he has set that in motion.
Excellent.
Marlin.
Jeff, what did Calder pick up, and what's a detail I missed in my recap?
Well, Calder traded the sickle of warning for an equivalent enchantment on a rapier, so that he now has a finesse weapon that A, he can use, and B, is and has a similar enchantment, so we're not losing anything, and won't accidentally traumatize Hyacinth if and when they ever return.
As a side note, Psychanthrope in the chat says that the cards would never work because the planet is moving, thus moving the cards, which is not canonically true in Dungeons and Dragons. In Faerun, Toril,
so be quiet.
Toril, the planet, is a round planet, but it is suspended in a glassy kind of substance that you have to travel through to get from planet to planet, a la Spelljammer.
Physics.
They're explicit. The Spelljammer and Faerun are explicitly connected It's a thing. Just deal with it.
Which is why otherwise the immovable rod would never work either, yeah?
Exactly. Or
Um,
rather, when you activated the immovable rod, suddenly you've just created the fastest cannon that has ever been made. So.
yes. Yes. Nassif, I know you can't hear us because you're at a concert, but I appreciate the lurk while you're there. Very nice. I really appreciate it, especially if you're out seeing live music. If you see this or hear this, Nassif, let me know what the show was. I'm interested. Okay.
Anyway,
yes.
The other thing I got was a bag of therapy. Sorry, I mean a bag of tricks, which creates a bunch of loyal, happy, fuzzy animals that are explicitly loyal and friendly to the person who wheels them out of the bag.
Remind me which color bag I gave you.
You gave me a gray one.
Awesome.
The lowest tier, which I don't care. That's not what I'm going to use them for.
Yes.
These are you just gave a traumatized loner child a bag of pets. So
okay.
Only 3 pets per day off of a randomized table, which you have yet to change for me. So I'm going to leave that for you.
Yeah, it's going to stick. It's going to stick with the regular table for now. But one table with only 8 options gets boring after a while. So I'll definitely randomize it up a little bit more.
Sure. Otherwise, Calder just like I now have pets. I am now ecstatically happy. I would be a lot more louder about this, except that expressing of strong emotion was frowned on in my family.
Okay. Trying to find my proper story area here. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump back in. We're going to take a look at the map of Waterdeep. Here we go.